frame. Sound quality is probably terrible. Still don't have my microphone. Still don't have my microphone set up, guys. Having issues with the input jack on my camera, but I've got a lead on how I can fix that, because it drives me insane not having good sound quality on my videos. Got a solid camera. It's 10 years old. Got decent enough lights. Gotta have good sound quality. Gotta have good sound quality. So that's my Monday night Atlas Stones training. You know, it's my drink of choice here. It's a wild story. I've actually already had some whiskey. No, I'm not lying. The decision on what to do today. So I want to tell the story because you might find yourself in a similar position. Last Monday night, I was doing stones. I'm sure you saw the video. Last stone that I did, I was going to do several more runs. I reached over and grabbed the 130 stone, the 285 stone, and when I picked it up off the ground, I didn't set myself correctly, and I felt my left bicep pop. I knew I had done a small tear immediately. Got it to my lap, and then just kind of stopped and thought, and did the smart thing and let it go. A lot of things has led to the point that I'm at today, making the decision on what I should do today. So last week, okay, it's Monday night. Last night, Sunday night, my wife got back from Malta. She's been gone for over a week. So last week when I did stones, I was by myself. And the Sunday before that, my wife was gone. The night before that, I went to the bench press, unracked the bar, felt like crap. Monday when I tore my bicep, popped my bicep really well, I felt like crap all day long, and then just got out here and convinced myself that I was going to have a good session, and I had a great session until Pop goes the weasel. And then beginning Tuesday through the rest of the week, I was so sick. We'll just say that I was extremely sick, extremely ill. And my wife's out of the country. Kids still have school. My son still has afternoon classes, you know, French, English, Greek. He's a member of the rowing team, which is 3 to 5 times per week. And 2 birthday parties. My youngest son still has therapy. He's autistic. He's still got therapies he's got to go to. And it's just made for, man, a wild week. So I didn't train at all last week. I can't express how bad that I felt. So last night, Sunday night, I think I bench pressed 50 kilos. There was my like 115 pounds for like 5 sets of 10, and then did incline log with something similar, a little heavier, for 5 sets of 10, and then just had no energy and called it there. My wife got home late last night in time to go to bed, and then today was my youngest son's first day of school. So last night, normal standard Sunday night, I worked until 5 a.m. got in bed, and then everybody's up at 6:20. School. You know, the day starts again. So it's, you know, my son is home at noon 30. We have to leave here before 2 o'clock, and then but I've got to, you know, at that point, I've got to cook food, get it on the table, and then I need to eat. and then I've got to be gone with him at 2 o'clock. And he comes home from school. He gets here from school. Grandma brought him home today. Such a blessing. And he walked straight in, first day of school, gets inside the door, and just strips down completely naked, which is genius. I mean, what would you do? I mean, isn't that what everyone wants to do the minute they get home from a long day? Just walk in the door and just get totally butt naked in the middle of the house and just stand around, jumped on the Bosu ball, sat on the couch. But then, I'm trying to cook food and get it on the table, and get out the door. But we make it. I cooked a big full course meal and get everything ready, and then I get everything I eat and get it put away, because my wife and oldest son, they're going to be home in a few minutes to eat while we're gone. So I get my son to therapy. I drop him off there, and then I go to the doctor because I had to go see the vascular surgeon today. My wife and oldest son come home and they eat the food, which they said was delicious. Apparently it was, because they ate a ton of it. I'm at the doctor, finish, which the blood clots in my legs are still there, but they're better. Still not out of the woods, but another 6 months minimum on the medicine. But he predicted I would probably be on meds for at least 2 years. I would probably still have problems for at least the next 2 years, and along with pain. Keep exercising everything that I can. Keep the blood flow going through there. Keep focusing on getting a pump. Don't get lazy. I'm doing everything right. Anyway, I'm doing everything I can. So, whatever, if that's good news, bad news, whatever. Pick up my son, come home. Thought I was going to get a nap on the couch. He had other plans for me. My oldest son, he's got the gland on the side of your face. I looked it up today. The parotid gland. That swelled up absolutely huge. A couple weeks ago they gave me medicine and it went down, and while my wife was gone it got huge again. So today at the doctor they took 4 mLs, 4 cc's of fluid out of his face. Let me tell you, he was not excited. He was not excited at all. But he did it, and that's one tough son of a gun right there. Got my youngest, both kids were in bed by 8:30. Eat, stretch, and then I'm outside to train. And that's not even a fraction of what all is going on. But I will say that right now, my arm hurts. It hurt before I came. It hurts now. And I wrote out this, but I know that I don't think I've ever been under so much stress at any point in my life than I am right now. But, I came outside and I had this big long plan of things to do. I was going to superset stones with pull downs, stones with reverse hypers, do 2 and 3 stone series, and then I got to thinking, I've got a bicep that hurts, and I could really just completely destroy myself by doing anything challenging. So what would I have a client do that demanded that they were going to do stones, but I knew that they were injured? So began with the lightest stone, use the best tacky that you can, put your beard up nicely, and use lots of caution. So that's what I did. The things that I worked on was getting my feet in the right position, both hands in the right position, because I have a tendency to get my right hand set exactly where I want it. My left hand's kind of and that sets me up to do something bad. So I forced myself not to let my left hand have any movement once I decided the stone was going to pick up. One of the big reasons why people do tear a bicep on a stone is because the wrist will have some kind of movement during the lift, and that will be moving in like this. And anytime that you move that wrist in, the bicep's going to flex. And the bicep is such a complex muscle because it moves, I mean, it's part of moving the wrist, it's part of moving the elbow, the shoulder, it's part of the pec movement. It can go in so many different directions. So that bicep, which can be really, really strong, can be twisted or turned quickly into a position to where it is stretched and flexed at the same time. And it could be hyper stretched and then flexed really hard at the same time and then snap. So, you know, I began with the smallest stone, 84 kilos, 185, something like that is where it is. And just went one stone at a time. I didn't feel any kind of sharp pain, but I definitely feel some dull pain on every lift. I rolled out, before I began training, I rolled out every stone up to the 130, the 285, which is what I pulled it on last week. And that's what I did. I loaded every single one of them to a fairly tall platform, and then stopped. So I did 8 sets of pull downs, lats, 8 sets of reverse hypers, and then before bed I'll do a couple sets of abs, and that's my day. So I'm tired, I'm worn out, but I would like to think I did the smart thing when it came to stones. If I'm going to do something, I like to think that I did the smart thing. So I hope that hits home with somebody that took the time to listen to that. If you find yourself in a similar position, it may not be a bicep, may not be stones, could be a hamstring and deadlifts, you know, it could be a shoulder and pressing, a pec, your neck, your back, a knee, foot, it could be anything. It could be, you know, just the level of stress, and having an understanding that the stress outside of the gym is definitely equal to or greater than any stress you can put on yourself inside the gym. So even though your muscles may not be sore when you get inside the gym, your life outside of the gym could have already been a serious, fully blown, overtrained workout session that you've already had that day. And you're not doing yourself any favors at all by pushing yourself in the gym. Take that one home with you guys. Enjoy it. I appreciate you. Hope to see you at the gym on Wednesday. Have a good one.